What do we have here? A budget Micarta showdown. We got Civivi, we got the Kizer, and we got, basically this is also Civivi, it's Sencut. So Sencut is, they're both the same, they're both products of Wii knives. These are two branches of Wii knives. It used to be that this one was the budget, and then, wait, this one was kind of budget, this one was the super budget, I think. I don't know, but lately the Civivi's gotten a little higher in price, and we kind of think of the Sencut as being the more lower budgety one. Anyway, they're both great. A lot of Sencut and Civivi kind of have some similarities. They have, most of them have exposed liners. You know, most of them are liner locks. They have exposed liners. They have fairly thin blades, usually slicey blades. Let's see, what else? Simple designs, you know, nothing too complicated. The liners are usually skeletonized, so they're fairly light. They usually have really good action. Let's see, what do we got here? I was thinking this one wasn't quite drop shutty. I carried this one for a while, but I haven't carried it in a bit. This guy I've been carrying more lately, and it is drop shutty as hell. Watch this. Whoop. Just hydraulic drop shutty. And it's weird too, because it's an odd feeling, because you know it's a cheap knife. And it's built with, you know, good materials, but certainly not the top quality materials. But it just feels great when it closes. It's really, really good action. And a great slicey blade, just like the other one. Nice two-part Tanto grind with a really nice finish too. It's like a, I guess it's like a dusted, but it's a very smooth dusted finish. It's not that kind of grippy dusted. So almost like a hazy finish. I don't know what the hell you call it. It's good though. Pocket clip is okay. It's got that little bill that comes over for no reason. Oh, this one had a little bill. I actually took this one off. I made it into just a little bump up only. It didn't come up and over anymore. Oh wait, I cut a lot of this one off. That's right. This one used to come out, and then it turned into, this hole was like the last hole, and then there was like a little bit more with no hole. So I cut, maybe I just cut the thing off. I don't know. I think I just cut, yeah, I think I just cut the bill off just like this one. Which this one needs to be cut off. You know, otherwise, or not otherwise, I just haven't messed with this one at all. It's just, it's funny. This is the Civivi Brazen, and it is just so well made, but just a tiny bit boring. It's so well made, it's boring. It's like that. It's like there's nothing to fix on it. You know, I mean, I could fix that pocket clip, or I could just get one of their nice Civivi titanium pocket clips to replace it, and that would be a really good deal. Now, I don't love the micarta, but it's not bad. It's kind of that ugly, kind of rough looking micarta, although this is really smooth feeling. It's not rough at all. I don't know. It feels kind of plasticky. Yeah, it feels a bit plasticky, but it's micarta of some kind. Whatever. Ugly micarta. But, you know, it works. It's a really good knife. I'd probably rather have it in G10. I probably would. I wonder if they have it in the green G10, the Jade, with a black blade and black frame under that. That would look hot. What is we got here? We got the Kizer Land. Boy, I slipped that a bit. Let's see. Is it really hard to push? No. It's good. I haven't carried this that much, but man, it's got such good action. The action on this one is better than that one, I would say, but only by a little bit. It's just a little more drop shutty. Just a little more, I don't know, satisfying. It snaps out real good. Has a good sound. Let's listen. It's got Frag. Frag is the shit, man. You need Frag in your life. If you don't have a Frag knife, grab me a Land and Frag. Looks good. I think I'm going to dye these scales like a black maybe. and then sand off the top so you'll have black lines in between the tan squares. So basically you dye it all black, and then you sand off because the dye doesn't go very deep, so you can sand off the top layer, which sands off the dye, and then you have the tan showing. So that'd be nice. You can't reach this fuller, or I can't anyway. I can almost reach it with my thumb. Yeah, kind of can, but I can't flick it though. I can kind of slow roll it with my thumb. I wish they had brought this down a little bit more so I could reach that fuller for a reverse flick. That'd be really nice. But nope, it's not. You can almost do it, but no. I might modify that too. Might take that down so I can get to that, because it's a really good knife. But man, I would carry it more if it had more opening options, because you know, I like to goof around with stupid knives. Now this guy only was flipper. This is the Sencut episode. Damn, I'm glad I remembered that. This one is an episode, and it kind of looks like a Bowie mixed with, I don't know, like a saber, like a pirate knife. I don't know, man. It's cool, though. I put this little thumb stud guy on there so I can thumb it open, and whoopsie. Sometimes I get a little bit of a double clutch with this one. Not usually, though. It is almost drop shutty. You can also reverse flick it just by putting your finger against the blade and just kind of friction it out there. Just grab it and put it out there, because it opens. It has such a nice light detent. Let's see. It's not such a light detent. Yeah, you can throw the blade out, but you got to really flick it though. These are all really nice knives. For some reason, this one just sticks out to me as being cooler. I don't know why. I mean, it's got the same blade thickness. It's not like it's a thicker blade or a cooler blade or any. Well, I mean, it's maybe a cooler shape. And I like Tantos though, but this one just has maybe a little bit cooler shape of a blade. Yeah, I don't know. I sure like having thumb studs and a flipper, so I should like this one better. But to me, it's just a tiny bit boring. Or this guy's just a little more exciting looking. I did this dye with Rit dye, just this little red on here. I just dipped it in, dipped the scales in up to here, and just held it for a few seconds, or a couple minutes, and then pulled it out, and that's it. Didn't do much more. Just something, I don't know, to make it look a little different. They all fit in the pocket well. This is, you know, the Kizer budget pocket clips are probably not as good as either the Civivi or the Sencuts, even though they're not the awesomest or anything. Let me clean this blade off. But that's just kind of, you could do better than that, guys. Really. But man, that action is butter. Just drop shutty good. I'm not sure how Kizer gets such good, smooth action on some of their knives. The ergos on this are not bad. It's actually pretty good. A little bit of that guy gets on you, on your finger a little bit if you're holding it. I don't know, like this kind of. You can kind of feel those little cutouts there. It's not bad though. Jimping way out onto the blade. It's kind of interesting. I mean, you're not choking up on it. There's no choke up point, really. It would be good if there was a choil. You could choke up in here, but the blade's kind of short to have a choil, because it's going to be, if you choil it, then you'd have a real thin spot right here if you brought the choil in enough to make it big, unless you made like a long, low choil, like a rectangular. I'm talking too much. It's a nice knife, man. What's it say on there? You know what? I don't know what it says. I can't read it. Let's see. Maybe the smart camera can read it. I'll zoom in on it and see if we can read this. Whatever. It's cool. Probably a designer or something. I like all of them. They're all cool. But for some reason, if I had to pick one, I think it's the Sencut, which I think is the cheapest one. I think it's like 38 bucks, something like that. Maybe it's the sound. Let's see. Let's compare all the sounds. It's kind of a snickety snickety snap, and kind of a tonk when it closes. Snack, tonk. Okay, what do we get from the Kizer? Let's make these sounds. Tick, that's a tick. Okay, it's a tink on closing, tink. It's let me see, what is that? Okay, tink on closing. Crack, cruck, cruck. Yeah, a cruck on opening. Tink, cruck. Okay. So now you know what these sound like. If you had to write down the sound, you know, if you had to write it down. Okay, all right, enough of that dumbness. Seriously. Which one do I like better? Is it this one that I keep saying that I like better? I don't know. It's just really nice. Now, without this, would I like it best? No, for sure. The one reason I like it a lot is because it has now a thumb stud. You know what, I could put an actual thumb stud in it, maybe drill it. Yeah, I don't know. I might think about that. I just got a drill press so I can start doing that. Maybe I want to try it on that one. That'd be cool. I think if they all were stock right from the factory, which one would I like best? Because that's what's fair. You know, not everyone can, well, almost everyone can just buy those, yeah, and put them on. Man, that's good action, and it's got Frag. Frag is so nice, so grippy, and just cool looking. Which one do I like just as they came from the factory? Probably the Civivi. It's just really nice. Reverse flick. Yeah. Great knife. Good geometry, good cutting geometry, nice and thin behind the edge. Now, as soon as you start sharpening, and of course, it gets a little thicker, but that's every knife. Every knife does that. Well, okay, I take that back. What are they called? Scandi grinds. Scandi grinds don't get thicker behind the edge when you sharpen them, because the edge is the edge, and you just sharpen the whole edge, and that just makes the blade smaller. Yeah. I don't know, but man, the Kizer's awesome too. All great knives. Who's got the best micarta? This one is definitely not it. I don't love this kind of lumpy micarta. It looks kind of wimpy, like it would bend easy, and it probably does. I think this micarta is a little better, a little more dense, solid. Yeah, it feels like a hard wood. This one isn't bolt. They feel a little tiny bit plasticky. So, best micarta goes to this one, the Sencut. Sencut's a little bigger, not much, tiny bit bigger than the other. Definitely a little bigger than the, boy, it's not much bigger though. Is the blade longer? Yeah, tiny bit longer on that one. Yeah, I don't know where you exactly call it from, but yeah, it's a little bit longer. So this could be one reason why I like it better too. I like a little bit longer blade, so I can do stuff with it, do important stuff like open packages. Great knives. You can't go wrong with them, really. If any of them look awesome to you, just get it, because you're not going to be like, oh, this sucks. You're going to be happy with any of them. Well, what are the downfalls of all of them? Let's see. What's the downside of this guy? Only one opening method. The pocket clip is kind of long and goofy. I think that's pretty much it. Other than that, it's perfect. It's a perfect knife. Downside of this one. It's a little blocky feeling. They could have radiused these edges or put an angle on these edges all the way around. It's a little blocky, a little squarish feeling. It would be nice if the blade was a little taller. I like the blade to be a hair taller than the handle. Ow! Shit.
Well, you did some pushing of your own, John.
They drew first blood, not me.
Look, Johnny. Let me come in and get you the hell out of there.
They drew first blood.
That goes on the blooper reel. Anyway, I like the handle to be a little taller than the blade. I don't know why. Who knows why? It's just a thing. If the blades, I'm sorry, did I say the blade a little taller than the handle? The handle, sorry, the blade wider than the handle. I like that for some reason. So, this one looks good, and this one looks good because the blade is wider than the handle. This one looks weird to me because, oh shit, I'm gonna drip. Random dirty paper towel should be safe. All right, back to work. Shit, I don't remember where I was. The tip on the Kizer is very good for puncturing, so we can tell that. All right, man. Pick one. Don't cut yourself with it. Have a nice day.